Okay, Flash Gordon. Oh man. When you think like 80s, do you think bright, vivid costumes? Do you think bizarre, sometimes orchestral, other times synthesizer music? Do you think the band Queen? Then by all means, you need to check out Flash Gordon, which is, like a super cult classic film. What I'll tell you is, even by like the 80s standards, this is cheesy. The scary thing about this is when you look at the Flash Gordon character, you know, in the movie, he's essentially a blonde guy who at that time was what we refer to as ripped. By today's standards, he'd be considered toned. And it is always weird seeing the you know, he's an Earthman battling the evil forces of Ming the Merciless, as well as these bizarre armies. And occasionally he gets help from Hawk people. Special effects are bad. The acting ranges from being very good and very solid. Like Ming the Merciless is done well. That's a very good, omnipotent, power ring wielding space villain. Everyone else is just... You can tell they're trying to act seriously, but it's hard to act serious while you're in bright red battle gear. And I don't mean like bright red armor. I mean like think about if you're still from the U.S. military, like a Marine, in just like bright red and gold. And not impressive bright red and gold. I'm talking like bizarre, almost like French-inspired revolution sort of floppish red and gold. And then deliver lines like, "Attack the Hawkmen! Ready the laser nets to capture Flash Gordon." Like try to be, Peter Cushing when they're not. It's, thinking about this in broader comic book terms, you have a guy who doesn't have that much in the way of powers, who's from Earth, essentially fighting an alien invasion force. Okay? With, lasers, and occasionally using advanced alien weaponry and technology. Well, that's the DC character Adam Strange. Okay. The main villain is called Ming the Merciless. I'm sorry, that's an awesome name for a villain who uses a power brain. Well, there's a villain in the DC universe called Sinestro who uses a power brain. They have similar facial features and structures. Then you have the Hawkmen, ironically DC characters referred to as Thanagarians, are essentially warriors who occasionally use lasers but normally use more ancient medieval looking tools, and they have wings. So if you want to see 3 DC movies done poorly, Flash Gordon's it. Now, this is one of those super cult classics. I'll be honest, when I watch it, it does fall under the, it looks so bad you have to keep on watching. Even the trailer alone is just so, people are like, "Go Flash, run, save yourself!" Okay, people don't actually walk in front of armies go, save the day! It is laughable, it is bad, but it still gives it that cult sensation to it. It is so over the top, and they try to play certain scenes are done super serious. But you've got overacting, you've got some against the bizarre, laughable dialogue. And sometimes when you see the ships, I'll be honest, I can easily understand why this one was one of the first major movies to be parodied in an adult sense. Because when you watch it, it's like, oh, the ship looks like... Yeah. Okay. Okay. Shirtless man beat down. Alright. Weird rotating platform of spikes? Oh, okay. Dudes fighting with whips on a random rotating platform of spikes. Which it is a movie that I do recommend watching just for the fact of going, you know what? I've seen Flash Gordon.